Hello and welcome guys to another VoD review. It's the boy that wants to play Twista with your sister, Ematix here, and we're going to be doing another VoD review looking at an Omen on Icebox. Now the rank, I am not entirely sure, but we'll probably see when he pulls up tab to look at his own score, and we'll kind of figure out what's going on here. What he does right, what he does wrong, and everything in between. So, as Omen, the most important thing you have to know is where to smoke at on Icebox. Icebox can be a very hard and confusing map for some individuals that don't like to look up or down or don't like fucking knowing what corners are, right? So in order to be the best Omen you can be, smoking stuff off, causing confusion, and limiting angles you're exposed to are going to be your best friend. So let's get started with this. We're going on pistol round. We are on attack side. Actually, it's not pistol round. It's actually the 4th round in, and we're just starting this bad boy. Okay, so let's. All right, we're looking at gold 1 here. You're 4-1. You're looking fucking hot. You know, you guys are up 3-0. Your rain is 7-0. Let's just kind of see how else this plays out.
Yeah.
I fucking hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one.
Yeah.
You have like the sound.
Okay, those are very common smokes to throw, right? These are like the very common smokes in order to push up on the site, right? To get close, right? These are not the smokes you throw to get into sight, right? The common smokes to throw to get into sight is A heaven steps, the top of it, and screens, just to kind of isolate screens, or kind of where you kind of think this one right now, right? That's just usually how you would. This way, like when you push in, you can isolate all the different angles and not be overexposed to too much. Okay, so anyways, let's just see this.
I just want to highlight.
So obviously, like if we look at the smoke you threw right here, it needs to be a little bit more to the right in order to cover this gap. And if you can't really like throw a smoke that covers the gap right here, like I said, just throwing it top stairs on A heaven, your best bet.
Sova. Can we like? I want to get a montage, but I want to see Sova really slowly die. Like this slow mo.
TP?
That's your teammates. That's your teammates. Relax.
Just staring at wall. We get I was gonna knife. Oh, I mean, highlight around him.
Yo, you why?
I was gonna knife her, bro. I think that's good. So
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right below me. I died to him.
it was that wall split that I did, Benny. It was that jet. It was like 1v1.
Oh yeah.
All right. So right here, you're making way too much noise. Like you are gonna get punished by better players, 95% of the time for doing this, right? And the reason why is this Omen could literally be in the smokes. He could be holding an angle. You TP on top, which exposes yourself to a couple angles that you wouldn't be exposed to on the ground. But again, like you're playing against pretty bad players, right? And the way you're approaching this is as if you are playing against bad players, which if you're trying to rank up, it might be good, but it's going to develop bad habits in the long run that you have to be aware of, right? So you going at this speed is cool, right? If you have the aim and the brain to outthink and outmaneuver and out-aim your opponents, by all means do it. Rank up as soon as possible. But if you're stuck in gold like you are and you're doing this kind of stuff, it just tells me it's just bad habits that you need to break, right? And so the first way we do that is by taking it slow, approaching it slow, and knowing that this Omen could be in the smokes until noted otherwise. I don't think you saw him anywhere, right? I don't think you saw anyone else anywhere on your screen. That at least I didn't notice anyone. So that's just something to keep in mind as we're going around. This guy could be somewhere in the smokes. Now we see him here. Let's back it up a few seconds, and let's kind of like slow it down to kind of like really analyze your aim, right? So boom, go down, clear your left corner. Boom. All right, we notice him right about now, right? So you're kind of clearing snowman, but if you look at like your crosshair placement, fucking dog water, right? And the reason why it is dog water is because you're aiming way too low. This is not headshot level, okay? So we come over, we see him. We're starting to finally react a little bit. Bring it down, and look at that. Would you look where you aimed at? You aimed top right of his head, and you just, sometimes, don't worry. I know a lot of people get a little too excited, start shooting off a little bit too soon. It happens to the best of us, right? But this is something we need to fix. We need to be able to hold it in, right, as long as possible until we're finally in the correct spot, and honestly, until the other person is ready to die, right? And then shoot all over them, Okay, shoot it. Just make sure the other person's ready. Boom, shoot all over them. Make sure your crosshair is right on top. It's fucking right on the fucking head. Some people in the business like to call this is just a fucking facial. Just give them a fucking facial, and just make sure your crosshair's right on top of their face, and boom, just explode, right? But as we see here, you get the kill. Fucking sick. I love it, right? You get the kill. Good spray control. You brought it back over, right? But again, if we had good crosshair placement in the beginning, this would have been a very and we didn't shoot so fast. It could have been just a one-shot kill, right? But again, you have to develop these mechanics. So this is I'm just pointing this out, something you need to develop. So let's bring it back to normal speed. 4v3. You are
this is
low.
fucking perfect as well.
There you go. Now you're using your utility. This is something we would have liked. As soon as you kill that Omen, right, and we see no one else trying to trade him out, this utility needs to go out. Okay.
How mad would you be if you're that race?
So like the only thing I would say, like, so the only way this changes anything is like your smokes out like maybe like 2 seconds earlier.
That MJ on your team's quite good.
1, 2, 3.
Sometimes.
King Del 3.
Sometimes he's not.
Okay.
I like playing with him in ranked.
That's 1. Jet was with Sage.
Look at
Get off, by the way.
Here we go. Let's do it one more time, right? This is just to really overanalyze the aim part. So again, good spray control. It looked like you sprayed the control pretty well.
Was with Sage.
Turret's about to go off here. Bam, bam, bam. You swing. Okay. Crosshair. This it's not gonna be on him right away. You have to flick to him. You flick, but look how far you flick. You flick way over him, right? And so this is something. This just tells me, right? You're not used to doing these micro flicks, right? And so my recommendation, investing into aim labs, which is free, or Kovacs, right? And practicing their micro flicks, micro shot, whatever they call it, in order to be able to flick very close and be very accurate. Because if you had very close, tight, accurate flicks in the close range here, this guy's dead 100%, right? And if you look at your spray is actually not that bad. Like if this guy was slide to the right, this guy's fucking toast, right? And then he just gets a kill on you because you're low. So again, it happens, and we see what you need to improve on there.
Nice. Jet was. Marshall
I didn't
Summit.
see her.
I'll have to peek people win this.
Sorry, had an itch.
He was just like poking her head out.
Okay, so let's go to the next round here. I really wish we would have seen the first 3, but
It's like a picture
shit's
of him
unlucky.
and just like flick and one tapper.
Okay, so you ulti into their spawn, which is a very classic ulti to do, especially in lower levels. They really don't expect this for some reason.
What the hell?
This
She's
is
standing up
just-
top. Okay, there's 2 in A. 2 in A. 1 on B. There's a Jet and Silva both there.
Oh my god. So fucking long, bro. Oh, this is a special. I think.
You need to go get the bomb?
Oh,
Hello? Bomb?
Yes.
Silva A.
See, so like this isn't even like your fault, to be honest. But this is something like if you're better at the game, you can kind of direct where the little bots on your team go, especially in this lower level. You should be telling your Sage and whoever else was with the Sage there. It wasn't Jet, it was someone. I forgot, whatever. Yo, guys, run B. There's only one guy B. Go kill him. Instead, your Sage is like jacking off, trying to get a pick in A with the bomb instead of running back right away after that call that your Jet made. Your Jet says, hey, there's 2 on A. The instant rotation, like this is what you'll get from better players, is the instant rotation is them running towards B and trying to find that guy. Instead, we have a couple gold/silver, whatever, plat players here trying to like hunt these guys down instead of like playing. They're playing for stats instead of playing to win, right? And that is like one of the biggest differences you'll see as you rank up is people will actually start to more play for the win. While you'll get a lot of people that play for stats because they're brain dead, they're not going to get far into this game. At least they're not going to develop fucking the good habits they need to.
He's insane.
As long as you can, as long as you can
Yeah.
understand when you're playing for stats and when you're playing for the win,
It's a 13-1.
you're fine.
Make it
But if
fair.
you don't know that, then yeah, you're
Oh,
just
this is
developing bad
kinda shit,
habits.
yeah.
Can't take all their elo.
Lips in top 100.
I just
The more
progress.
rounds you play,
Hello.
the more XP you get. That's why we're playing them all out. We're playing them all out. Okay.
You just want XP.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to the double pump.
You're gonna have to alt.
Okay, utility usage, bam, get pinged out. Again, like try to cover that gap.
How'd you get away with holding on?
No, you you got tagged. Now you're dead. Let's see if you had time to react to this. Let's go back.
Where'd you go? Wait,
So as soon as you see this red, your ass needs to be jumping. Like wherever I see the laser at, I would just dodge this. To be honest, like I wouldn't even get close to where he's pointing his laser. I would have never walked here in the first place, right? And if I did, I would have the quick enough reaction times to be able to jump over when as soon as I see this red, right? Like if I ever get close, I would try to jump over if anything. And if he like flicks up for some reason, then it's like unlucky. But then as soon as you get tagged like this, you need to reposition yourself, and usually jumping off to the side here and changing elevations really quickly is your best bet. But you kind of like walk in a straight line for him, and you just become a very easy kill. Bruh. All right, let's see. Lost that round. Unfortunate.
Me too.
what's literally called UKV
Unlucky.
or UK Uni, whatever.
Oh, that was a really bad movement, by the way. Hold on, let's just. Oh, nice, dude. Sick background.
And it's literally called UKV.
All right, hold on. So watch this.
Unlucky.
Or
It was a let me try to strafe, and then you get stuck, and you're like fuck it. So
UK Uni, whatever.
maybe you got blocked by the Reyna there.
You
Just
know, games.
maybe be careful next time. Tell him, hey, I'm jump strafing this. Don't block me.
Look at poor Omen. Omen is gonna go commit suicide.
I got the bigger gun.
All right, so your teammates have flank, right? So like, or I mean, so your teammates have sight. So your focus right now up here should probably be watching flank. I mean, there's a turret, right? So maybe you just get ready to swing off the turret. But there's no reason for you to be peeking here, especially with bombs down. Killjoy's putting mollies on bomb.
He's in
A really good
heaven.
spot.
That's a fucking SMG in my hand. Kinda dirty.
So, but don't.
Sage sight, sage sight, sage sight.
So for some reason, like I said, there's no reason for you to be peeking. There's no reason for you to be shooting through smoke. Shooting through smoke is actually the dumbest thing in the world, unless you like need to like spray through smoke, right? If there's no need to, don't do it. You just give away your position like this, and you just die, right? And then they know where 1% that, oh, someone's on top of B long box, right? Yeah, and like if you want to be like a higher level player, like what, there's no reason to spam that smoke, right? So just don't do it next time. They win that round. Wow, you all fucking died. That's so crazy.
Team pulling classic. Enemy team even better, leaving spike.
Just one tap.
I get like, what is like when you see the smoke? Like, what is the point of the smoke to you? Like, I mean, if you smoke backside, I'd be like, oh, maybe. Right? If you smoke to cover off this gap right here, I'd be like, okay. Like you're using that to push in to clear this area right here. Right, but there's a gap there. They can play around. They can play on the side of this box and shoot down. Like the smoke on this right side literally does nothing. Like you need to be able to identify that on your own, right? In order to self-develop yourself, you should be like, why am I throwing the smoke, right? Like what are the pros and cons of me throwing the smoke? And then understanding that the cons probably outweigh the pros for this one. Like to block line of sight for like what, one angle, which is back sight to like right here, but they could still peek right here to here. They could peek on the side of this box. They could still peek on top, right? So again, self-analyze, right, in order to identify like what's good and what's bad. Whoa, how the fuck that smoke line like that?
Bro, Alex is just chilling.
Just put it on top of the platform.
This was on our first team.
Oh, there's three there.
Boom. Swing in. A couple guys just posted. Unlucky.
Maybe
Nothing you can
aggressive.
really do much about that except trying to kill.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
So let's just swing over to the next round here. Oh, it was looking so hot in the beginning. Now it's looking kind of scary.
This is like my best knife round ever, I think.
I love playing knives, to be fair.
Damn, like I got fucking bopped. Smoke it. Excellent smoke.
Flanking us.
Alright guys, we have bomb down. How do we throw this? Now this is something I see a lot of the time in lower levels is unnecessarily peeking. Like I just mentioned the 2 rounds before, right? Unnecessary peeking. If for some reason golds just love fucking doing that shit. I don't know why. You have bomb down, right? Like what you need to do is start hiding and killing time, right? Because the only way we lose these rounds is if they kill us all and defuse the bomb. And would you look at that, right? So it's now a 2-on-3 situation. I believe your killjoy, yeah, she does have mollies on the bomb. What you need to do right now, like I'm gonna tell you what you need. Your next steps need to be. Your next step needs to be TP away towards B long, right? You do not need to be up here anymore, and all you need to do is kill time. So let's just see what you do.
147 on
Okay, you
Sage.
fall
She
off.
literally lives
What's down
3
there?
HP. She's gonna heal herself though.
All right, this is not the play, right? Now, when would this be the play? You might be wondering, like, oh, Emadix, when should I ulti in this situation? If they're pushing you yellow, right? Let's say they kill your teammate, right? And you ulti somewhere, and then maybe cancel your ulti, and then fucking just shoot them in the back of the head because they don't know where you're at. But you TPing here, like one, like you should cancel this because obviously we see this guy. But two, it's just a waste of your ulti, right? We still have mollies on bomb, right? They're not pushing you, so you shouldn't feel pressure, right? So again,
Look at the name. Just look at Phoenix's name.
Nice.
there's no way you didn't see that second. So that tells me you tunnel vision there. Like let's hold on, let's rewind.
Name.
Boom.
Just look
We
at
wide swing out. Okay.
Phoenix.
You just focus too much. Like there's no way you don't see this guy in your periffs. If you don't see, like if you don't have any peripheral vision at all, right? That's just bad. Like you should be focused on killing this guy, right? But you should definitely see this guy right next to you throwing a flash.
Nice.
And then you die. It's like you don't react to that guy. I don't know.
Fine.
They get the bomb defused.
This intro clip to us.
Again, see how bad decisions lead up to losing the rounds. Alright, so it's gold silver, not gold plat. But again, like what is all I'm saying? Like all these things I'm pointing out, man, basic shit.
You've missed it now.
Like we're up 5v4 guys. How do we throw this round? Yeah, we just keep peeking and dying, goofing and gaffing.
The hopes and dreams of 4 players.
Yeah.
We don't peek rafters. Watch the
Uh,
flank.
Might go bad, Benny. I can't watch any more of this.
Is this? Oh,
Too painful
Oh.
for you. Feel the enemy's pain. Spawn.
Chill spawn. Unlucky, but we know where they're both at
Anyone
now.
behind it?
all of fucking. Oh, Phoenix place.
So we're coming to the last round here.
Halfway to 2.6.
Whoa, wait, 3 W King mid. Reyna,
Oh.
Jet, and another
Should we
chick.
go get this
I think
in?
it's Silva. Yep. Dude, they're so weird. They're so weird.
105 on Silva.
This is really bad.
That's unlucky. Like sprayed at
Yeah,
him,
because
just didn't get the headshot.
he already can't contain the power. Be consistent. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This was.
Oh, you do have
toxic
Kovacs.
text.
Yeah,
And Russia.
that's more micro shot or micro flick, whatever it's called in there.
Oh, I remember the same vibes. Literally looks like that.
Don't
Somehow.
fucking cry. Yeah.
All right, so if I were you, okay, so this is just how you get better as an individual again, right? And this is watching VoD reviews of pros, okay? So I do a lot of VoD reviews of amateur players, and usually they're diamond and lower. So you're not really going to learn much besides maybe like me like yelling at them for doing something really dumb and stupid, which is always a blast, let me tell you. It's always a fucking blast. But if you watch professional feedback, or sorry, VOD review feedback analysts, right? Sean Garris does a good one on Icebox for Vision Strikers, which I learned a lot from, right? I still learn a lot even when I'm Radiant, right? So there's actually, they play B on Vision Strikers, and there's actually a one way you can throw B long, and it's just fucking, they can't push up with that smoke. So like literally when you learn this type of util usage that helps you and gives you an advantage, right? This will literally boost your ranking up so much. If you know how to throw good util, right? And know how to put yourself in very favorable situations, oh my god, it's just fucking, it's never been easier. It's the rank up system is just free ranks. It's just free ranks. But anyways, let's talk about this. You tried to right click from that far, good try. So okay, so this is how you're playing this, right? And this is how you're playing it wrong. Okay? So first off, you're not commenting to your team, hey, they smoke mid, they can go mid to B, right? They can go tube, they can push up. And then you kind of just jumping and peeking here, let's look at the minimap here, run up and get right here, right? Or walk up and get right here. Okay? So like as soon as you get smoked off, you get pushed off of this ramp area, you need to rotate around to right here. Or if you think they're going towards B, tell your A guys, hey guys, I am giving up mid. Someone come pick up mid, I am going to go hold kitchen because they could be there. Right? Those are your like two options.
We're down 214, but
And then, so you're going towards kitchen, but I don't hear you calming anything to your team that, hey, mid's open.
They're still dog at this game. It's so fucking annoying.
First turn, look at the
Unlucky. But, like, they did go kitchen, right? And you kind of, like, walked in here assuming that they wouldn't be here. But you have to take it, like, you can't just, like, walk in like this. So let's just rewind. So what you need to do is, like, walk up because we don't know how close they're at. And we don't want to give away our position so we don't get pre-aimed and pre-fired.
This game, it's so fucking annoying.
But you jumped up there. See, we had two guys looking at you because you're jumping around on stairs. Or maybe they're just clearing this angle because, you know, for funsies. But, like, if you kind of take your time, jiggle peek, pre-aim, like, not pre-fire, but, like, jiggle peek this area right here before you get in this at the doorway and just hold this lane right here, you might be in a better shot to get 1 plus more, right? So you get the nice right click here where you double dink them, but you could have got more here. But because there's 3 guys, right, you're going to die no matter what. When you put yourself in this position, right, most of the time you're going to die.
first turn, look at the players. Apple,
They're-
Me about. Oh, yeah.
Bro,
I'm not playing any.
I'll come to. Need on EU servers. So easy.
Just play. Actually, where you should be playing is kitchen. 'Cause you should wall it.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go bed.
So this is going to be an equal round. It's going to be pretty hard to win unless you guys overwhelm with numbers.
What day is it tomorrow?
144. I'm killing myself. Good night.
You too?
Got one Big Ten. It's at 6 o'clock my time. 7 euros.
Oh, do you wanna stream up?
So let's look at this crosshair placement. Look how low you're aiming. Like if they had some really big balls, right, you'd probably be shooting at them at this height, right? So you always want to be aiming at the head whenever possible, right? The only time maybe you don't aim at head is if their head's going to be covered by something, right? So, or they're going to be crouched, or, you know, like, but for the most part, you're always trying to aim at head level whenever possible. So again, this is a habit you need to build in. This needs to be second nature to you. Even if you say, like, hey, Maddox, sometimes I aim at head. Like, I don't care about sometimes. I need all the time, right? And this is obviously not all the time here because you're aiming way too low.
That's mine.
And the reason why we aim at head level is so when we have to react and shoot, we can instantly hit their heads because we're going to be aiming at their heads.
Please.
So we should be done around.
Hey, you guys remember when we were up 5-0? Now we've only gotten 1 round. They've gotten 8. Yikes. Alright, so your Sage has mid. This should be your cue to kind of hold, like, tube, right? Tube, because your Reyna's holding under tube. You need to be holding tube. Your Sage is holding mid, right?
What happened to the comms?
I'm getting shit on, honestly. Sage, come here on me.
To just DM me on Discord or something.
Sage, you turn around. You're right in front of me.
We're gonna play around that time, and I don't think we got anything booked.
I have no clue what you're doing here. Like, your Reyna died on B and fighting a couple guys. Like, you should have been rotating towards B.
We suckers. We've got 1 guy with Corona and 2 trials. Oh, let's go back to the
100 and.
You tell me if you're right when
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm getting tilted because other reasons.
Oh, NS's.
so
I've literally died.
I'll tell you this, your spray control is a lot better than most golds, alright? Like, I would say you have, at least this game, I don't know if it's consistent, but this game, like, what I've seen, your spray control
Are you on it?
is, like, not bad, right? Is it great?
I wasn't talking.
Maybe slightly. Is it like good? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good spray control, especially for gold.
Yo, do you mind
For gold, it's fucking phenomenal. You never see this in gold. People just like fucking flick around and pull down. Don't know how to pull down correctly. Oh, popular. Look at you getting Discord messages. Is it the ladies? All right, so right here. Let's reanalyze this. So we're rotating in, right? Because we hear a lot towards A. Anytime there's a smoke down, right, and you're not instantly in the smoke or close enough to be instantly in the smoke, right, you have to assume someone could be in there. So that's just like a big thing, right? Big thing you have to be careful for. So you go in, right, your flash is not going to get everything. And obviously, as we see this, if the guy was close, right, but because he's close and he's nearsighted, he has to be close to see you and kill you, and that's what he does.
This jet needs.
So it's just unlucky. Like I don't know if they had shit guns or anything that round. Like the Rain had a stinger. Like pushing that smoke there, you don't need to do it. You could probably wait till the smoke is gone before you push in. Like I think it's very unnecessary to try to force that fight. sometimes just letting the fights happen is in your best interest. Like trying to flash in and try to make a play, it might be unnecessary, especially when numbers
Or
are even,
half-buy.
right? It's okay if they have bomb site and they plant. Like, that just tells us we're on a ticking timer, you know?
I'm just chilling here.
Wait, there's no way you just bought a fucking Vandal when you have no money. So 3,500, you only have 600. If you bought Vandal and light armor, maybe I would justify this buy. But now you have heavy armor and Vandal. Like, you better be the sickest aimer in the fucking world. And from what I can tell, your flicks not on point. Your spray control kind of on point, but that doesn't culminate into a lot of kills. Yo, NS?
120.
Okay, on that Reyna fucked up, alright? And that's like your typical gold silver Reyna aim. That was a good shot by you. You just really gotta get that kill on that jet though. She wasn't even looking at you.
20 on jets.
He shot that from his spawn. He's bad. We have time. He's off.
Okay. I should not lose this round.
He's full.
There's one tab.
Okay. Here we go. Don't line up with your jet, please, so you guys don't get collided by a headshot or a rob. So one thing you need to get in the habit of is at least throwing one smoke in the beginning of the round, right? Throwing one smoke, because you know your smoke's reset off of a timer, right? We want to keep it on that timer, at least one, right? So like either smoking, like there's a one way you can throw right here. It lands like I think on top of this ledge, and literally you just see their fucking toes. It's really sick. But then if you don't know that one, usually throwing a smoke mid is going to be your best friend. You know, that way it slows down the push. Like your smokes, sometimes like people in lower levels get scared of smokes, right? If there's a smoke that like, oh shit, why is the smoke here? Like they get kind of scared to push in because like they don't know what's on the other side. It's pretty funny actually to watch. But yeah, so that's what you need to be doing here. So at least using one smoke in the beginning of the round, since you can pre-place it. Unlucky. Unlucky shots. That's all that is.
Half. I'll do the other half. Alright then.
Hey, bro. Sorry, Sage.
There we go. And you can set these, like, you need to get in the habit of setting these smokes up in the pre-round, right? In the buy phase. That way you can instantly just press E and just set it fucking flying, right? You taking the time in the beginning, like when the round starts, it's already been like, what, 3 seconds? Like they could instantly be peeking you right now while you're trying to put the smoke up and be in like one of these spots, right? So you have to kind of think like, how do I play the most efficient way? And usually putting them in the buy phase is your best bet. So let's just get this going. You want to, okay, so like there's a gap in the back, so like usually where you want to put this, right, like let's look at the mini map here, put the smoke right here in between this box and right here, so it covers everything, right? If you leave a gap in the backside, they're just going to play around the gap and probably pre-aim and pre-walk this way, this pathing, okay? So your smoke literally does nothing. Sure, if anything, they'll actually play inside the smoke too, because they know it's such a bad smoke that they can probably get away with it, because they can get in on the safe side and then creep around right here and maybe just wide swing out if they really want to. But again, this is just for getting you ready to play against better players.
I'm playing for the rotate off. Where's one mid? There's Omen mid. Omen's mid.
We got
Omen's gonna come
spike.
behind y'all. Omen's gonna come behind you. Or Omen. Watch out for their Omen. Nice, whoever did.
Yo, are you watching mid?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a good comp. Like that, I want to say, this is an example of a very good communication skill, right? Of just, hey, are you watching mid? It's as simple as that. Letting him paint a picture in your head So you know what's open and what's not open. Him saying no, that tells you that all this right here on the mini map, boom, this is all open right here. Okay, and that's what you need to be doing constantly, and asking people what they're doing and telling people what you're doing. Okay, hey, are you holding mid? Hey, I'm not holding mid anymore. Someone needs to cover mid from A. I'm rotating to B. Right? This very fundamental communication skills that you need for this game.
One
And I
hat
just
up.
love to see it. I just wanted to point that out. It's fucking beautiful question to fucking ask. Holy shit, question, the best question ever. Never seen better questions in my entire fucking life.
One enemy remaining. 30
Oh, that's a risky TP if they're
He's
on,
by me.
they're on top of pipe or somewhere.
Just
Okay, we're making a comeback.
can't relate.
So, whoever taught you to smoke, whoever told you to smoke right here, like why? I don't get it. Like, what's the point of this smoke? So they don't peek like, I don't know. They still peek around. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I just wanted a Bucky only, honestly. I know he's using the head.
If you throwing that smoke, like tells me like you
There.
you purposely throwing it there, and I have no reason. Like, there's no reason in my head to justify why to throw that smoke. Oof. And again, hold on. Let's just slow this down. One more time. So, this is gonna come back to flicking, right? This is a flick. This is not more of a micro flick. This is more of a kind of like a medium, like a short to medium-ish flick, right? And then you kind of overcompensate and pull down heavy because you got headshotted. The first shot headshotted you, so your crosshair went flying up. So you overcompensate for that and pulled too far down right there. Okay, let's just do it one more time. So you go over, holding that angle, come back aside. Like, okay, I don't know why you flicked like into the wall, but that's a story for another day, right? But yeah, so like when you flick over, you flick too low, you get headshotted, shit goes up, and then fucking boom, pull down. Like again, if this wall wasn't here, this guy, his legs fucking gone, annihilated, right? This wall's here though, it's kind of protected, and then he just double headshots you and body shots you and kills you. So it's
Sage.
that's just how that plays out.
There's three. There's three on me. There's three on B, guys. The spike is.
Yeah, and see, this is one thing I love about Gold too. Yo, 3 on B, everyone's looking for this fucking A guy for some reason. Like, fuck this A guy. Just go fucking B. Like, he doesn't have ulti, so he's going to have to run around, right? Just fucking 3 before the guy's on fucking B.
B.
Yeah, but
It's just one jet of sight.
Close right, sitting in a
See, like, see how that plays out? Like, oh, let's just kill the one A guy? No,
So
fuck the
much
A
better,
guy.
bro.
Might be.
Oh, they win that?
So much better.
Yeah, he won that. Nice. Killjoy's nuts. But yeah, like, the call is 3B. Like, if you can't instantly kill that A guy, don't even fuck around with that A guy. This is just bad smoke by both you as the omen and their omen. Like, what the he throws a smoke and it doesn't cover everything. And he does one up here. Like, why?
Oh, my TP top. Top two.
Oops.
I
Bomb down
shouldn't
mid,
have
bomb
listened
down
to you.
mid.
I shouldn't have listened to you. She's rotating behind you. She's gonna be behind you, Titty.
Bomb down.
5 seconds.
See why this smoke is bad? Is because they can get the tube for free with this smoke. You want to put a little bit deeper so they can't get tube for free. They need to waste the smoke on their end. There's no way you just run like this. Is just bad awareness, right? Like you should know your killjoy is like right here, right? And then he shoots someone, right? You shoot, and then your teammate's shooting the sage. The sage is shooting your teammate, and there's no way you just run directly in front of your teammate. Teammate dies, and you just run in front and just fucking get blasted down. That's bad awareness and a bad decision to make right there. Like, you know, there's 2 there, right? And there's like you can. Like, what I would do is I wouldn't even have spammed at that first guy, whoever was here, right? Spamming at you through the smoke. So, like, this guy right here. I would have walked up closer. We know the sage. Or maybe your sage threw this, but whoever threw this, I would wait till after the slow. And maybe push in a little bit closer, right? Like, I wouldn't spray this guy. I don't want to give away my position that I'm here, right? The sound cue. Because if the guy is good, this sage will actually swing out and pre-fire and kill you because he knows exactly where you're at. And then I wouldn't I know there's 2 guys here. I wouldn't try to take this battle, especially when I know my killjoy's right there. Like, just over swinging like this is just really bad. But let's skip to the next round here. I guess doing winning? Holy. Why? Why do you throw this fucking smoke? I need you to explain to me why you keep throwing this fucking smoke. And I would love to know your reasoning and thought process behind the smoke. Because honestly, I have no fucking clue.
Rotating B.
I'm trying to see the thought process here.
Just play slow. Just play slow.
Oh, you fucked that
Bring
guy
a
up.
heal.
Oh, she's here. She's here like a psycho.
Sage, I could heal.
One side,
She's
one side.
rezzing.
Push light.
She
push
res
light.
behind you. Ducky behind you. There's two there. She res there. There's only one on site, by the way. Literally, if y'all
Defuse.
2v1 site and win, you defuse. You win.
It's just 3v1 on site.
Start
Smoke the
defusing,
bomb.
start defusing.
So defusing. Yeah, just hold it. Just hold it.
That might be coming from our spawn. Someone check our spawn.
Smoke the bomb.
Someone stick it. Someone stick it.
Smoke the bomb. Like, just smoke it so you know it's covered, right? Because if they peek him, they can kill him from spawn, right? Last guy's coming from their spawn. All right.
60 on Sova.
If you just throw down the smoke, he doesn't know where he's at. Holy.
Oh, not sure.
Like, again, just using your util, right? So, like, this is how you should have played this differently. Okay, hold on, let's go back a little bit. So, I'm fine with this.
Right,
Let's
start
push
defusing,
in.
start defusing, start defusing.
Last,
defusing,
we know the last two are coming from B, right? They could be mid, they could be coming through their spawn, right? So we just need someone to get on bomb, right? And what you need to do here is just smoke on top of the bomb, right?
hold it, just hold
So
it.
they can't get a visual
Why are you
confirmation if
coming- why are
someone's
you coming
defusing
from
or
our
not.
spawn? Someone check our.
Like, there's no reason for, okay, this sage is fucking dumb. There's no reason for to tap the bomb because we know they're not going to be close. They're not going to be close enough to where they can walk up and try to kill you guys.
Can I get a heal?
Someone stick it. someone
Again,
stick it.
you need to smoke, right? And there's no reason for you to be on top of the sage, right? You need to be pushed up. Like, we know the shock dart's coming from their spawn, right? So, and your killjoy is positioned on our spawn. So the only way he dies is if this guy walks up from their side, A, and creeps up and kills him from this angle right here, or creeps up and kills him from this angle over here. So what you need to do is push in to the right here and hold this, and so you can be the indicator. It doesn't matter if you die, right? If you don't get that kill, as long as you let the sage know that you die and you can calm to him, hey, he's pushing you to peek you right now so you can get off the bomb. So again, you're looking like, oh, what do I do? Is there any way I can hold both angles at the same time? Like, you're like on the left and right. Like, how do I cover both angles? Simple. It's get into this fucking corner and just hold the push up. Like, and there's no way you're just looking here like he's gonna come this side. And then kind of whiff, and then like I think you hit him you hit him twice, right? But like you're low, so unless you instantly headshot him, it was gonna be a pretty bad time. But that's exactly how you need to
We're
play
gonna
that better.
use Alt. We gotta win this. Distracting him.
See his leg? Oh my god, you see two guys here. Damn.
132 on.
Fucked them both up. If only I had a better gun.
That's one. Literally 1 HP.
Oh, you guys eco in that round too? Hold on. Because if you guys were eco in that round, what you did was a dumbass fucking play.
I'm a TP.
Yeah, you don't like TPing is good, right? To get across the map quickly. Trying to do this play right here, like especially when you guys are ecoing, is literally fucking useless. Like, because if you like against better people, you're never gonna get away with this. They're gonna look for your ulti, and if they know where your ulti's at, they're gonna hide until you commit to it, and they're gonna kill you instantly as soon as you come out of it, right? So using this right now to like try to make a play is like, this is not the play you need to make. What you want to use this for is to either get info when you're retaking, or if you know they're going on the other side of the map, and let's say you're on A and you know they're going B, it's the TP to get over to B to back up your teammate there, or to get into a good spot so you know they don't push in, right? So for instance, if let's say you're playing retake A and you don't know where they're at A, like because like everyone's like kind of scared to go in, like you just ulti on site and just look around and just try to find out where they're at, right? And then let's say again, like let's say you're on A and you know they're taking B because maybe your jet dies where she's at right now on the minimap. You TP to Snowman or you TP back here behind site, this side site, right? Just to make sure they don't get past this area, right? You want to keep them boxed in, right? That's how you use your TP as a rotation mechanism in order to cut off and limit where they can be at, right? So that's just the two main ways people use Omen ulti on defense. Usually you don't see them use it in higher levels to try to make a play like this because they get punished by it all the time. Okay, let's fast forward through this. Why throw that smoke?
We're gonna heal.
What do we say? Thank you. Can I get a heal, please? Thank you.
I'm playing B in the. Oh no, they're coming today. Never mind.
Oh, see, that guy just had the superior light machine gun. That's unlucky. But anyways, like, so right here, like my Killjoy and my Sage are kind of playing A screens. I would not be in this position, right, to begin with. I wouldn't be peeking out, especially with no armor. I kind of just chill, especially with the shit gun, right? These are all factors that kind of influence what decision I'll be making. So in this situation here, I got the kill, right? I made it a 5v4. There's no reason for me to peek out and try to throw that lead, right? If my teammates were on site, right, fighting, right, they're like on site contesting, I would probably push out and kind of peek and jiggle. But just running out like here on top of rafters, like, it's not the ideal spot. Like your Sage like was coming up and could have traded you, but like it's against Arena, so she dismisses away. It's just a lot of things. But anyways, in a 5v4 situation like this, no reason to get overzealous and look for more kills. Like just chill back, let them fuck up. My teammates are it's looking like they're playing retake because they're back here. Like I said, if they're on site, I'll contest it. If not, just chill, relax, maybe get ready to rotate to B because maybe you get that kill and they fall back. But anyways, this goes to OT. Does it go to OT? No, I don't think so. I think you guys win this. Yeah, you guys win this. So anyways, this is going to conclude this VoD review. I'm just going to kind of summarize the main points I think you need to work on. First one has to be fucking util usage. You know how to smoke B right here. Smoke very solid when you're on offense, but on offense on A, like I don't know why you throw that smoke on A to the right here. The left one's fine if you're trying to get in, but usually you'll see is a smoke like right here and a smoke right here, right, to cut off the A heaven stairs guys, and then right here, the one you throw are a little bit deeper just to cover off screens so they can wrap side as well. So those are like the most common util usages. And then on defense, I don't know why the fuck you keep smoking right here in this corner like it's gonna fucking do something. Like that's literally like just smoke right here, like literally smoke like 5 feet further out so it covers this area so they can't push in to tube without smoking, and they can't walk around your smoke like this, right? Like it just like that util usage is just really bad. Learn where to put them, right, and then it's just a lot better. Another thing is I really didn't see you on defense using your TPs too much, right? Use your TPs to either get into really good spots, right, or use it to get like flash and the TP behind it. It's like that's like a really good play to make sometimes. I don't think you had many opportunities to do that, but on defense I didn't see you use your small teleports too much. Your big TP, your ultimate TP, you use to make plays way too often, and like I said, use it either to gather info on retaking or use it to cut off rotations or make it eliminating the push on the other side of the map if you need to rotate far. Sometimes TPing the flank is good, like don't get me wrong, like it's good, maybe you can catch them off with it, but most of the time you're not going to try to make a big sick play with your TP in higher elo at least, and we're trying to prep you for the higher elo. Let me think. Anything else that I noticed? I would say comms. Like it was a good question you asked. Like I mentioned earlier, right? That was like a really good question. You need to be doing that constantly throughout the game. Hey, is this open? Hey, are you covering this? Hey, I'm leaving this. Can someone cover this? Oh, I'm holding this. Someone hold this. Right? Like communication is a very important factor in the game. And like once you get to higher elo, if you don't have this communication, it's going to limit you guys because your teammates aren't going to know what's open. They're going to get cut off sometimes or get flanked and killed, and it's going to be on you. Right? Because you didn't calm that, hey, I'm not watching this, or hey, are you watching this? And then if they're not and they tell you, then awesome, you don't have to worry about it. But like if you're not watching it and then you don't say anything and they get killed, it's on you, like I said. But anyways, this is going to conclude this VoD review. I hope this helped. I know I mentioned a whole bunch of other things as well, but these I think those were like the 3 main points I really wanted to bring up again. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. So if you need anything, like I said, just ask. Peace.
Pokemon, Mega Evolution, Science, Cockfighting.
Wish that for